Good evening, everybody. I'm here again with another video. All right, so for this video, let's go ahead and get started. For the name of this video, I don't know exactly, I may change it up. But this video is going to be about my unpopular opinions. It's going to be a little mixture of everything. All right, so for my first unpopular opinion is, if you know me on Facebook or if you know me more like in a personal way, you'll be able to tell about this when I talk about food because I like food, I like restaurants, I like all that eating. Well, my first unpopular opinion is Whataburger is nasty. I'm sorry, it is completely overpriced. I got meals for 3 people and I think it was all like around medium size, not even large size meals. Um it was like $33. Let me go ahead and take off my glasses so y'all don't have to see that glare. Okay. It was like $33. I'm like, that's not that good. The food is like kind of dry. And I'm from Texas. Y'all all know that. So it's not the best. Also, another thing is, sorry if you do hear this. Sometimes you'll hear like a little reminding sound pop up. It's because something that I plugged in. I think it's when I plugged in my mouse piece. Or when I plugged in my thumb drive for my homework. You may keep on hearing that plug in and out, like that sound. I don't know. I have to check into that. I keep on forgetting to ask my brother to look at that too. Um, yeah. Another, another unpopular thing I just want to say is people who think that just because I'm young, I know how to work with technology. That is so not true. I'm usually asking everybody else how to work with my home laptop when it comes to updates and how do I download this. Like, I'm the opposite of a tech savvy young person right now. Okay, next unpopular opinion is I don't know. Some of them are kind of popular, I guess. Chick-fil-A is really good, and I mean, as in, like, it is not that expensive. If you look at the quality and the amount of food that you're getting, it's pretty good for its price. So that's another thing. Um, another unpopular opinion is, if you're not able to tip your server, you should just stay at home. I had a whole video about that. So tipping is definitely a thing. And another thing is being polite it should be a must. And if you're not gonna be polite, I think you should just, stop that. Another unpopular opinion, I guess I'm not gonna keep on saying that every single time. I'm just gonna keep on going in with them. Um Wearing makeup is cool when it comes to the whole entire natural hair, not the natural hair. That's what I'm gonna say later. When it comes to the whole entire beauty or the makeup in that community, wearing makeup is cool and all that and the other, but like a lot of people do not put a lot of emphasis when it comes to like how expensive the makeup is. You know what I mean? First of all, makeup is something you don't even need, and second of all, it's just like I like a lot of the makeup to me is like I can get the same exact thing at a like I can get the same exact thing somewhere else basically. Yes, there is definitely some affordable makeup like, Maybelline, Rimmel London, LA Colors, the Wet whoever, Elf, even Morphine and Milani aren't that expensive in terms, at least for that, for just being something that's extra. But makeup to me is just kind of too expensive. I like makeup. Yeah. So I like makeup. Trust me. I'm not lying when I say that. I like makeup. It's just entirely too expensive. Another thing I want to say is being natural when it comes to my hair is entirely not it's not that hard, and people are making it entirely more difficult than they need to be. Not everybody, but some people it's just too many steps. It's like let your hair breathe some, you know what I mean? And I noticed too, um you do all these masks and all these deep conditionings and all this stuff and and yes, there probably is some benefits, and I've done some of it before, but y'all make it too complicated. Y'all just make it too complicated. Just too complicated. That's another thing. Another thing is, I guess I would say, when it comes, I already talked about makeup and all of that. Oh, another unpopular opinion is the public school system is horrid. It's terrible. Public school system is very, very terrible. And also another popular opinion, I guess, even though I keep on saying it, even though I just said I was gonna say it again. Another thing is a whole bunch of emphasis on, I can talk about how bad the school system is for a while, but another thing is college can be expensive, and but is completely worth it, honestly. Especially if you went to public school, you should definitely go to college and get your associate's degree if you went to public school, because more than likely you did not learn when you were in public high school. That enough. And that first semester will show you how much you learned in those 4 years in high school. So the other thing is, you gotta know people. When it comes to a job, when it comes to something, you gotta know people. I guess another thing I could say is don't be shocked if you have like all the qualifications, I would say. There we go. All the qualifications and you still do not get hired at multiple jobs. Um that's just another thing I want to just point out. Yeah, there's, sometimes that's just gonna happen. I realize that. Oh, another opinion is, not everybody's gonna be your friend, and especially at work. Do not sit here and think you're gonna make all these best friends at work. Trust me, if you ain't covering their shift, or you ain't picking up their shift, or, well, that's the same. Or you ain't giving them a shift, this, that, and the other. Wait about a month after you stop working at that job and see how many of them keep up with you. And since both of my jobs, it's been zero or one. Yeah, so it's not a good number, not a good high number. So yeah, work friendships are overrated to me. Now, there is, maybe if it's a career oriented job, that's one thing. Sorry about that. If it's a career oriented job, that's one thing. But if maybe, but when it comes to like just the little fast food first job kitty, don't expect to be friends with those people for life. I made that mistake thinking I was gonna actually make some legit friends. That did not happen. Um Another thing is, you can keep your friends after high school, to be honest. People like to say, oh, and they're like, oh, you're going to lose all your friends after high school. Honestly, this day and time, with all this, the thing that I'm talking to y'all through is a major way of how you can keep up with people. If not, it's the biggest way, if not one of the biggest ways. Thinking about it now, people of my grandmother's generation, or my best friend's mom, the one that passed away, I believe, and especially the one that I'm, Cheyenne, like, in how in the world can people not be friends with each other now because of lost connection? But back in those days, in our grandparents' days, they still able to write letters to each other. They still keeping up. They still have the phone. Their kids still know each other when they grown. Like, they grow up, they have kids, and they all know each other. That's just an excuse. If you truly want to keep up with somebody, you gonna keep up with somebody. If you don't, you don't. And honestly, there's sometimes you really don't want to. I'm gonna lie to you. There's some people I just like, it's over now. So I understand if that feeling is mutual, but like, I feel like that feeling should only be mutual if I didn't feel that way for you and you didn't feel that way for me. I think it's quite disrespectful of somebody, of anybody, if you want to lose touch with me, but I gave you my all. That's the problem. That's the problem, with me. Um, all these notifications for apps. That I do not like at all. I guess another thing I could say is going out like clubbing and stuff like that. That is completely overrated. First of all, I don't even want to talk about like just if people think, oh, it's not that expensive to actually go to the club, but like by the time you get your outfit, by the time you either request that day off or spend enough money to get ready, and everything else. And everything else is expensive. It is not fun. They're the type of people, not all of them, but some people that are in there, not people you would even trust a drink around, that you're holding, much less a legit friendship out of there. So no, clubbing and turning up is like that, and that is completely overrated. A concert's one thing because you're like your idea is just there, and yeah, yes, you may be able to take some photos, and you may be able to eat some cool food if it's kind of like a fair like thing, I guess. But the club, no, thank you. No, I don't want to go. No, that's no. So yeah, um. Let's see. Another unpopular opinion is or my thing is cartoons are so cool to watch. I'm sorry. I'm a cartoon person. I want to be a voice actor actually. That's my dream career to do later on. But cartoons, they are not boring. Okay, they're not boring. They're so interesting to watch. Along with that cartoon, my favorite franchise, I guess, of movies, I guess that's what you would say, is Pixar. I think Pixar's quality for the times, it's like kept up and it's progressed and it's looks so nice. Even when people try to make fun of the first Toy Story movie, back in the day, the very first Toy Story movie, and they look at it now, you gotta think that's still a lot for back then. Pixar has been pretty good, and even they said the worst series of movies for Pixar was Cars, and I'm not gonna lie, Cars was still pretty good. So yes, cartoons, and I still watch that. I watch that to this day. So that's technically the worst of them. So yes, cartoons are nice. Princess movies are cool, but they're kind of overrated sometimes. Certain princess movies are really cool, and I watch them to this day. Some of them they kind of like. Another opinion is like, yes, I definitely do like the whole entire empowerment in this, that, and the other with a lot of the newer princess movies, but I'm a little old fashioned. I like a prince in the movie too. I want to see a prince. I want to see a princess, and I want to see some sort of a happily ever after. Now, of course, if there's trials and she has to fight for her rights and this, that, and the other within, yes, that's cool. But I really like to see a prince too. I like to see a prince. You know, I like to see I definitely want some progression. I want some this, that, and the other. I want all races of the princesses to be here. I want to see a little, an Asian princess, and I want to see an African American princess, definitely. But definitely I'm not when it comes to any of that. You know, I would like to eventually see a princess, like a girl who maybe had cancer, or somebody who has like vitiligo. Now I want to see that type of stuff. That's the progression I want to see. I want to see a chunkier girl. Like, I like that stuff. But like, I still want a prince too. I still want the happily ever after. So I don't know, it doesn't have to be all completely like, it's just another movie. It's just a new movie. Like, don't even call it a princess movie after a while. It's not a princess movie. I don't think of it like that. Like, it's a good movie. You know, you see, like, you don't have to have a man in your life to breathe. But, like, it's not a princess movie. I don't know. That's one of my things. Now, I will say this about cartoons. Another thing is cartoons, all these new school cartoons that they have that people my age claim not to watch, you know, because they're grown, or they even the ones who do still watch like anime and all of that. So many quotes, it's not even funny. They say, "Oh, the new season of this is bad. The new season, even the adult cartoons, they'll be like, the new season of this is bad. New season that." Well, another thing is the quality of the actual, like, the drawing and the CGI and everything is so good, and it's so crisp and it's so clean now that the quality just watching it will literally be just as good as some of the actual, like, of the actual episodes of older shows. Like, episodes of older shows. Like, you look at the new quality and this, that, and the other, or whatever, and whatever they want to do CGI with, if they want to do clay, if they want to do kind of like there's a paper one too. Whatever ones, you look at that quality, and the quality is so nice. It is actually like deters you away from deters. Excuse me if I said that wrong. Away from some of the older ones. That's just how I feel. Another thing is just cooking at home versus cooking out and trying to save money. Maybe it just depends. Like, since I don't have kids yet, I'm not gonna speak for a family size, but I do live in a family, and when I was working, I was still trying to help out and stuff like that. Definitely no bragging in any way, shape, or form. But I'm just saying, it's around the same price. Like, I don't have kids of my own, obviously. I don't even have like younger siblings. I'm the last person. So, people say it's so much cheaper to eat at home, but like you still, if you like something, right, you're gonna eat this meal and you like it and you need all these things. Either you're gonna get a meal and they're gonna charge you this one set price at a restaurant. Okay, tax, obviously. But that, or you're gonna buy all these individual things at home to make it the same meal that you like. Like, let's say you're gonna make enchiladas. You're gonna go get the enchiladas and get in plate, and you're just making enough for you and maybe two people. You get a meal for two, enchilada plate with the sides. You're still good, and that's your favorite place, and then but it has all these things in it. Now you're wanting to make it at home, and you only gonna eat the way with all these things in it. You're still spending around the same amount of money. Like, those are any meals: burgers, french fries, fried chicken, and a couple of sides, barbecue, just like, even when you want to do like breakfast for dinner, all that stuff, you're still spending around the same, to be honest. It's not that much cheaper just because you eat at home. Um, Cable is starting to become quite overrated, but obviously there are certain things like they're holding on because of sports, some sports like that. I believe if it was not for sports, cable would have just went away. But they gonna still keep on holding on. Uh, YouTube is cool to watch, but definitely I'm literally that's what I watch predominantly almost all the time. But I will say this when it comes to types of videos, vlogs are kind of fun to make. Vlogs are quite fun to make, to be honest. Especially if you're with your best friend, even family vlogs are fun to make. It's like you get to like look back at it and stuff like that. But like watching other people's vlogs are kind of boring, to be honest. Like, not everybody. There's actually certain people I like three that I can watch and be like, oh, this is actually interesting. You'd be keeping me like my eyes be looking like that. But most people's vlogs are kind of boring to watch, like, because they're doing normal things. Like, most vlogs are like, to me, are like, oh, let me just show you my life, or let me just show you my life with this one or two events going on. It's nothing over the top, I guess. So it's like, oh, you're doing things that I do. Like, why do I need to really watch you? Why don't I just continue doing what I was doing before? That's all I feel like. Vlogs can be kind of boring sometimes. Makeup videos are pretty good. Don't like, talking about earlier, but since a lot of the products tend to be kind of like unrealistic with the amount that they want, whenever I try to go buy them, it's like, I almost didn't want to watch it. When it came to the natural hair, like I was saying, natural hair videos are good, but then like y'all are doing too much sometimes. I'm just like, no. I'm like, challenges are kind of like, I don't know. I couldn't get into challenges either. I couldn't get into too much of the challenges videos. But one type of videos, now I will tell you something. I don't know why, but if you do a video about facts about Taco Bell, facts about Burger King, facts about Cheesecake Factory, facts about any of those, I will watch all of them. I'll watch, I don't care if 3 channels do one Cheesecake Factory, 10 facts about Cheesecake Factory, and 8 of those 10 facts is similar, and it's 3 different channels came out with it on the same day. I'll most likely still watch all of them. Like, I like fun facts videos. Life hacks videos though are kind of corny and cheesy. Cooking videos are definitely a high up there. I like videos where it's like I can put these things together and I can kind of do it myself, or I can learn something. I don't like just sitting there watching you watch a challenge. I don't really like sitting there watching you do a vlog, something like that. It's almost like, well, I do that. You know, there's certain types of videos I don't really care for. I haven't even tried watching gaming people that much. Um, some of the people I'm subscribed to do gaming. They either have a whole gaming channel or they put in their gaming videos within the mix. If I'm gonna watch gaming videos, I'm probably gonna watch them from them, starting with them. I would give them a chance. Now, I guess another fact. I mean, not fact, definitely a unpopular opinion when it comes to music is like unpopular opinion is like I don't even really barely even know what country music is. So I can't say I don't like it, but I just wasn't raised around country music. Pop music was like the music that I discovered and like here because like I only have one sibling and he's my brother and he doesn't listen to pop music and like my mom listens to R&B and then my dad listens to rap and then they both listen they all listen to something along that with each other. It's like I discovered pop for myself. So I always like pop, you know what I mean? And I discovered I feel like indie music. Um rock and like the metals and stuff, I guess. The metals. Metal. Brother listened to some of that. So it's cool. But I I just we didn't listen to country music. I can't tell you anything about it to be honest, so I don't know. I guess it's cool. You know, I've heard of certain things, certain churches that I would go to. They have I guess some people would be listening to country music a lot, and it seems nice. It seems like the way they like country is like the way I discovered and liked pop. So I can definitely see why somebody likes it. I feel like they like it that much, if not more. So you know, I can definitely get into that idea. Christian music, like gospel music, that's definitely good. I try to listen to gospel music, you know, every morning before I start any other music. I always start it off with a good gospel song. That's what I always try to do. And I even what I've been trying, I want to start doing this before I watch any video. So like before I even watch like a cooking video, everything, I want to just start it off real positive, and then I feel like that helps me. I feel like it helps me get a good start. You know what I mean? And that helps me kind of like have a standard, I guess you would say, some limits between like, hey, let's not this, listen this. Excuse me. I am not afraid to shop at the Goodwill, the Dollar General for clothes, anywhere, this, that, and the other. That's another thing. Since I left high school, y'all, since I left high school, I don't care about no fads. I don't care about, let me put on the new J's, let me put on I don't care. I just simply don't care. Another thing about, I guess you would say, about high school is high school was entirely too expensive for the lack of learning that we actually did. I don't think they don't even line up like that. So, that senior year right there, boy, that was too expensive. I spent $150 on a prom dress. That was the money I spent on a prom dress. I spent $150 on that prom dress, wore it out one night. That's a dress I more than likely won't be wearing again. So it's like that's a whole nother thing. Y'all don't spend that much money when it comes to prom. Don't make the mistake that I did. And the worst part is my dress was nowhere near as expensive as girls that I knew. Girls told me they spent 400, 450, 500, and like legit people that I actually would believe their opinions, you know, and people I know who have money, like more money, and like I worked at a $725 an hour job. I spent $150 on that dress, not counting the makeup that I spent. That was $83 I spent. I was like, oh no, prom is entirely too expensive. Before one day if I have kids and we have kids, I ain't spending all that. More than likely I will, but still. I hope I don't have to spend all that. I hope they one of them kids who don't like prom. No. Um shoot. I guess another thing I can say is contacts are overrated too. Contacts be scratching up my eyes, be making my eyes feel like, ugh. Like, I do not like contacts in my eyes. I feel like I'm cutting them up. I wear glasses. The only reason why I'm not wearing them right now is because there's kind of a glare. And, you know, y'all can tell I don't really have the brand new camera right now. I don't think I have too many more facts or facts. These are not facts. I don't have too many more opinions, unpopular opinions. Some be coming up, and I think about maybe some political unpopular opinions and this and that and the other. So nah, that's nothing really. I think that's just about it for this. I don't want to make this video too much longer, but I want to say goodbye and hold it down to the next one. And I love y'all. God bless y'all in Jesus Christ's name. I mean no hatred or anything to anybody or anything. Please take care, and I love y'all. Bye.